Pain.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Hot Takes. Today we're going to be flaming your feelings on your favorite team. I'm Payne, and here with me I have the 15-year-old prodigal coach in Contenders, and the most handsome man alive, Saint.
That's me.
Our content creator and graphic designer, Sora. And officially an idiot, Victor.
What?
Wait, which one is his name and which one is his title?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Oh, it's one full name.
Oh, okay, got it.
Today, we're going to pull in a bunch of community members that have signed up and review their especially hot takes. First up, we have Pokemon Trainer Orange. Now, Pokemon Trainer Orange is a console player who doesn't play Overwatch, but he's a really big Justice fan. And today he's going to talk about why the Washington Justice is overhyped.
He's a Justice fan shit-talking his own team?
Alright, dragging him in now. Orange.
Hey Orange, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome to the first ever podcast. Now you're going to talk about how the Washington Justice is overhyped. Let's hear your take.
All right, here we go. So, just supports, bad. Closer, Bebe. Bebe didn't impress me in Season 2, doesn't impress me in Season 3. Why do we have him as support? I don't know. Closer, this dude got benched for fucking Paintbrush, who got traded from the Gladiators to Dallas, and still, Closer gets benched. But apparently, we're going to trust the Scrimbucks that Closer is better than any of the supports that were currently out on the market. Oh, and by the way, Decay, overhyped. Mag, overhyped. Justice is not top 3. We have the Philly Fusion. We have New York. We have, I'll even go and say Toronto is better. I'll go ahead and say Florida is better. Yes, I said Toronto is better than Washington. I don't buy into the Scrimbucks. I would so much rather see Toronto over Washington in power rankings. I believe KDG is a better coach than Pre. I believe Kookie can help OG be great. Wonderful. If Kookie can come through and make OG a great main tank, I believe he can actually be better than Mag at his peak. I believe in it. And that's my take.
All right, when do I get the flame?
Oh shit! Fuck.
What?
Who started playing music? Okay.
All right.
Roll it.
Holy shit, dude! What?
Do we get to keep him here while we flame him, or what?
Flame him.
Okay. I have a few problems with your take. First off, Pre isn't a fucking coach. First
GM,
off,
same
he's a GM.
Same difference.
Supreme and Chihuahua are their coaches.
Yeah.
Chihuahua is top 5 coach, most likely. So I have an issue with that.
What is Kookie? What is Kookie? Tell me right now.
Kookie could be top 5, sure, but what is OGE?
Could be.
So listen, here's one of my issues. You have trust in OGE, right? You think he has
OGE than Mag? Yes.
Okay, well, one, that's just, I'm not even going to think about that. Jesus fucking Christ. What I will think about is the comparison.
What we said? We said Roar, when he initially went to the Gladiators, he was going to be great because he did so well in Contenders.
Casual
I don't
said
buy
that.
into that shit.
So I'll give you 3 takes, and then I'm done. One, Roar was hyped by casuals off of results. Anyone who watched gameplay knew Roar wasn't going to be good. People don't have that with Mag. Anyone who watches Mag knows Mag's going to be the GOAT. 2, a comparison between, I want to compare OG and Closer. Both, you think OG has potential under good coaching because he's never been surrounded on a really great roster. The closest thing he had was Glads, which had Birdring really only, and then Kev Sir for a little bit of time. Closer has only had worse chances. On London, he was just benched pretty early on, so like whatever, and it was early on, and it's not like London didn't bench great talent because London also benched Rascal. Are you going to blame Closer for Dallas's failures when he's getting coached by Arrow and his best player doesn't even want to play the game? I mean, yeah, he's benched by PB because he's a fucking white dude. on Dallas who actually wants to play the game, and Closer doesn't want to play with Dallas trash cans. He left, just like Decay left, and I'm not going to say he's just as good as Decay, but it's not exactly his fault for looking bad on Dallas. I don't think there's anyone in the world who would look good on Dallas. And then third thing, dude, you're comparing OG to fucking Mag. You're a monkey. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. I want to give a take on this. All right. I want to throw some. I agree with you on the support line. All right. I think there's a lot better support players than fucking Closer. All right. Closer, he's like C tier when it comes to supports the way he played last year. And Baby, he didn't impress season 2, and he definitely did not impress season 3. All right. These guys are average. They peaked. All right. Like, okay, I don't agree with the Mag take. I think Mag is amazing, but Mag has potential to grow better. Baby and Closer, they hit their peak. They're on the downfall. I have no idea why they were signed other than just straight up nepotism. And Saint, I swear to fucking God, if you talk shit about Cookie one more time. All right, that is all I have to say.
I did not talk shit about Cookie. I think he's top 5.
Title? No, he doesn't. All right, Chilwa is freaking washed compared
This
to
is
my
about
Lord and
justice.
Savior
Come on.
Cookie.
Dude, this is about to turn into me flaming you, buddy.
No one's even mentioned my Toronto take yet. I'm so
Yeah,
surprised.
no, I didn't want to address that because it would take me 30 minutes of explaining why Toronto is overhyped like fucking crazy and why they're gonna flop. So we'll see if that's another take.
We'll see.
All right, is anyone gonna touch the Decay is overhyped thing?
Oh, I mean, like, there's no point in touching it because everyone knows that can't be serious. I mean, he deadlifted Dallas, and Dallas without Decay lost 3-0 to Fresh Titans. Like, there's no world where Decay is not insane.
He made Justice look good for like a solid week. Like,
Yes, but you also said it's
And he
Dallas.
wasn't even on his main role. He was on fucking Zarya.
yeah, but to be fair, a lot of people kind of did forget that he kind of carried during his times in Contenders. And when he was in Glads, his Zarya was kind of good. And I mean, really fucking good.
It was a top 5 Zarya.
Yeah, like, it was, I think it was like Sinatra and like DK were like, I think we're the only 2 DPS that like had really good Zaryas.
Sinatra, Summonsoo, I guess Summonsoo's a DPS, and Nene. I would all put them above, he could beat Nene, I don't know, but he was definitely below SMS and Sinatra.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I guess I'll go back on Closer. Yeah, Decay could carry Dallas, and Closer can't because main support is not a carry role. When was the last time you've ever seen a main support carry a team? People shit on Moth because they think he's too passive, he's not big enough of a playmaker, because everyone else on Shock is a playmaker. So Moth doesn't have to, like, it's just not a carry role. You're super, super dependent on your team. Like, you could be the best ult tracker in the world. You could call out every single ult to the exact percentage. You could tell your team exactly how to use ults to win every single time, but it doesn't matter if your team is fucking Dallas Fuel, and they don't know how to press Q, they don't know how to press W, they don't know how to live for more than 2 seconds, and that's not Closer's problem.
I'm gonna say it.
Dude, if you
overhyped.
agree, what'd you say?
Supreme overhyped.
Well, the thing is, Supreme isn't the part
I mean,
that gives
yeah,
the coaching
Supreme is
staff
over-
hype. It's chill
Hold
fun.
up. No,
Who the
Supreme
hell
is over.
Chilwa?
Wait,
I've never heard of this.
Do you
man.
not? Dude.
You're
Okay,
talking
go
about
ahead.
something
Do me a
crusty.
favor. Type in Liquipedia and then just look up his name, and then you'll feel a little bit silly.
I don't get why people really like Supreme. Like, honestly, like, it's a really expensive clothing brand for a fucking square and like text. I don't
Please
understand.
Stop talking. Never talk again.
What do you mean? Listen. It was
Sorry,
a fucking thing in
spitting
2016. And it's like, why it still exists? Like, why does it exist? It's just a square in text. I could do that. I could fucking make that for like ow, my shoulder. But I can make that for fucking like $20. And like, I could sell like Profit. Profit's another player. I forgot. It's kind of
Back
weird.
on topic. Toronto dog shit, but we'll leave that for another time.
All
Wait,
right, all right, all
wait.
right. Thank you,
Toronto-
Orange, for telling us your hot take.
Then we
We're
hope
kind of trash, but hey,
True.
it's pretty hot, dude. It's
True,
pretty
I
hot.
agree with you, Orange. Stay strong.
Bro, if we end up
Ignoring.
wrong, you have bragging rights. Just so you know.
Toronto finishes over Washington. and we
I've
won.
never been wrong in my life, so have fun, bud.
All right. Thank you, Orange.
All right, could we stop to check real quick that the recording's like sounding good? Just to stop before we like do the whole thing. Just want to make sure it's all.
Well,
it's
you
all
should
good.
check.
Well, yeah, you're the
Yeah,
one
I just-
recording.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so here's the thing, Chohoi. man comes in from O2, wins South Korea, and then joins an Overwatch League team. Does that sound familiar to you?
No, I've never heard of that before.
No.
No.
It's similar to how Arrow joined the Dallas Fury.
Except Uni was player ran, and it wasn't Korea. It was NA, which is substantially weaker.
Listen.
It does.
Hold up. Am I saying that it's going to happen to Justice? No, it's fucking not. It's Arrow and like him are on two different levels, and Korean contenders is still kind of strong compared to like NA now, and like how it will. I'm just saying it'd be really fucking funny if Justice shits the bed.
And he's just shit the bed. I'm sick of hearing the slander. I'm
That's the
sick
new
of
title
hearing
this
it.
video.
Listen, they fumbled Rascal. Of course they're not gonna. Of course they're gonna.
They didn't
shit the
fumble
bed.
Rascal. They didn't want Rascal. They fucking Dona walled him.
They what?
They left him on red.
What?
They did not want Rascal.
I'm gonna bust a cat.
Wait,
All right.
why didn't
Let's
they
move
want
on to the next
Rascal?
person. Let's
They
move on to
wanted
the next
Tuba.
person.
Alright, bringing in, do the intro for
But he's an
So
instrument.
our next person is our community lead, Ghost. She wants to talk about the Gladiators and specifically Muze. She's here with her hashtag build a number expertise and her take on Glads. Let's bring her in.
Ready?
Dear God.
Welcome in, Ghost.
All right, Ghost. Let me just set this up once again. You have 90 seconds to tell us your take.
Let me get a timer.
Ready?
Wait, no, I need to get a timer out.
All right, I got a timer out. Are you
Oh,
ready?
got it over here.
I guess so.
Wait,
Go.
Ghost. No.
Okay.
Ghost is way too low on my thing. Let me fix it for the. Okay. There we go. Speak now, Ghost.
Okay, so I think the Los Angeles Gladiators are going to be a mediocre team at best this year. And I think part of that's going to come down to Muze not being quite ready for the highest level of competitive play. I also think that Moth not being in Moth not quite being a DP sort of main support might be a problem. Mostly Muze not being ready for the highest level. I reckon he'll be very good next year, though.
Is that your full
Is that
take?
it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you have any reasoning at all why Muze is not ready for the top level?
I don't know. It's just more of a gut feeling. Like,
But so, guys,
Okay.
I just think guys. I think that Mag is gonna shit the bed. I don't think he's ready for Owl. I don't care if all his teammates have already moved on to Owl and everybody is talking him up. I just don't think that he is Owl already. I think he's just gonna shit
All right,
the
listen.
bed.
People
Listen.
said
What
the
even
same.
is
people
Owl
said the
already?
same-
What's the definition of Owl already? No, I want to understand this. What's
Okay,
the
it's
definition
like-
of Owl already?
A player who's like mature enough to be an owl.
Mature.
You watch
We
the
have
streams
fucking
and you don't think he's
Sinatra
mature?
fucking being toxic. We had
Yeah,
toxic
he
with the
was
finger.
already- He was already. He dropped the ego and then he was good.
So he dropped.
That happened mid-season.
He
Listen,
dropped the award or something like that. Is that what happened? Is he not mature enough, or what happened over there?
I'm gonna put my foot out there.
Oh my God, if you say you agree.
I don't really have faith in the coaching from Glads.
Okay, let me explain.
You know,
let me
that's a
make
fair
you
point.
all look like some ugly
better than
fucking
thinking about that.
ducklings.
I am already
There-
ugly. So
I
what's your
hate
point?
the argument that people from contenders are not owl ready, especially from the regions of Korea and China, and here's why. Those regions are constantly already competing at the highest levels. Those regions don't just scrim low. Those regions scrim owl every scrim, every other scrim at a minimum. In NA, which has always been weaker than KR and China, they're scrimming owl. Fucking Drifters or Third Impact, when they were still Third Impact, was screaming Shock for Shock's warm-up matches and for Shock's warm-up before Owl matches. These teams are way stronger than NA. They scrim Owl way more, and it's not like these are random players where most of them aren't Owl aren't Owl ready. Most of the WGS got picked up. Most of Team CC got picked up. Like, most of these teams get picked up because as a whole, you can move these teams to Owl, and at a minimum, they'd be mid-tier. There's no world where you can be consistently competitive in these super hard regions and then all of a sudden flop an Owl when Owl, you've already been playing at that level. It's like there is no LAN to worry about right now. There is no, what if he gets stage fright because he didn't experience that in Contenders. Every single thing that he is going to experience in Owl, he's already experienced in Contenders. So I never get the argument of, this person's going to flop when they've looked good for 3 years. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I have one counterpoint. Roar.
Don't say roar. Okay, I will say this one time for the podcast, and I will, if I ever have to say it again, I'm going nuclear. Roar was hyped up by casuals who went on Wikipedia and looked at results. Anyone who watched games knew he got carried by the talent on his team. Sure, you could say Muze is getting carried, but to say that, you would have to be not watching games at all.
I mean,
I'm sick of the roar argument. Every time I ask someone to name one player who was hyped up by coaches who flopped in game, they always say roar. Roar was not hyped up by coaches. He was hyped up by analysts who are personalities. They don't have brains.
Here's another one. Decay wasn't a top tier level player when he first joined the league.
Wait,
So?
what? You say what?
Decay when he in his first.
Well, also he was on an unbelievably terrible team, and he was still a very, very good Zarya.
Which I do have to add. I do have to add was Glad's.
Yeah, exactly. Glad really changed the
And he was still a top 5 talent. And he was still a top 5 talent.
Okay,
They had Void. They had Void on their team.
I mean,
I want to throw something else on this spice. All right, when Void was on Gladiators, he did not look like a top 5 main, like a top 5 off tank.
Okay,
like he looks
and
now.
think about the team that he was surrounded with. He was surrounded with Big Goose, Shaz, Roar. Muze is going to be surrounded with Kevster, Birdring, Moth, Shu. Shu is a top 5 flex support. Moth is the best
a
main
hot
support
take.
in the league right now. Birdring is a top 3 hit scan, and Kevster has potential to be a top 5 flex DPS if he's not already there.
wait,
In what world does he randomly flop?
In the
DP
world
could
where
never.
DP subs out OGE for Mirror on Zarya randomly. That's
What
the
OG
world.
is better, or Mirror is better than OG on Zarya.
But
Yeah,
why
that's
is
true.
he
Yeah,
getting, why is
that's
the
kinda-
main tank getting subbed out? I don't understand. What is this?
Because OG is dog.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure DP makes all his roster decisions by just grabbing
Okay,
a
listen,
bunch of bones,
listen.
crunching them, and just throwing them on the ground like dice.
DP
alright?
could never speak another word for the rest of his life, and Glads would still have a great in-game leader in Moth. I would leave Moth to macro and cover the entire team's coaching
So you're
without
thinking
like.
Moth
And
is gonna
I'm not.
coach
I
the
think
Gladiators.
DP's dog shit. I'm the first one to shit talk DP, but I don't think it's gonna make them mid. It might keep them out of top 3, but in no world do I think it's gonna make them mid tier.
I've been
Alright.
talking DP since the days of Kangana, so.
so you just hate. So you just hate DP. That's the reason why you just don't believe in Glad.
No.
And I can't.
Partially.
I mean, that's why I kind of, yeah.
You know.
I mean,
I think it's
Yeah,
it's
that makes
that's a fucking hot take, Ghost. Thank you for that take. Thank
I-
you.
I don't.
I will continue to provide a whole awful takes that make me sound like a complete idiot if it means entertainment for the viewers at home.
So you wait.
Yes,
So
you're
wait.
right,
So are
you're
you
right.
being serious about the take or not? If
Semi-
it's just for entertainment.
I'm just gonna drag her out before this
Kicker.
keeps going.
Kicker. Thank you.
All right.
I will never understand why people think that Roar was a big contributor on Kongdu Panthera when he was surrounded by people like Choi Swan, Decay, Didi, Luffy, Koma. Like, he was never that good. He was always boosted by
Jesus
them,
Christ,
but it's only
Kongdu
people who
Panthera
didn't
was
watch
nutty.
the game who say it.
I like the.
All right. So for our next,
But Roar though.
shut up. All right. For our next person, we're gonna have my boy NTV, and he's going to talk about
Wait,
Birdring.
NTV or NTV?
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with NTB. Have fun, buds.
NTB.
All right,
Bring him
so wait, no, wait. I want the record be known. This is where my time will shine. If Saint drops down from actually arguing with people, I will just
The
infuriate
issue is he's going to be correct. So there's going to be nothing to argue about.
them. Yeah, but here's the thing.
I
You're
know
talking
his
to a
take, and I
moron.
already don't agree with it, so it's fine.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right,
I'll bring him
let's
in.
All right, NTV. Welcome to the hot takes.
Most
You you have 90 seconds
Wait,
to
no.
tell us what you think about Birdring. You ready?
Wait,
Alright.
no. NTB, talk a little bit more. I gotta fix up your
Where do it now? Better?
Get
Yeah.
a little bit closer, cause like I have you on 2.
Alright. So,
There you go.
okay.
All right, 90 seconds. You ready?
Yes.
Go.
So, in my opinion, Birdring is easily, or not easily, but like at worst a top 3 hit scan. But in my opinion, he is clearly the best because he's the only top tier hit scan that doesn't like an Ashe, a Sombra, or a Reaper. Like Birdring on Reaper is pretty much the best Reaper in Overwatch League, tied with BQB. He has a really good Tracer. He has a top 5 Widowmaker. And I'd also argue he has the best Ashe in Overwatch League behind BQB again. And he is also really good Sombra. And like no DK, Carpus struggle on either Reaper Sombra or like Ashe in DK's case. So Birdring is way more flexible than them on those two. And he has projectile heroes in his hero pool as well. And mixed with Kevstar, he's pretty much just like in the ideal position to pop off, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the tag.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let you all look like idiots, and then I'll make my comment.
You know
All
what?
right, I want to go first here. From what I understood, you said that BQB has the better Reaper and he has the better Ashe, which is all you really want from a hit scan these days. So what makes you think Birdring's better?
No. I said he's tied. I said he's not like he's BQB and Birdring is like tied for best Reapers. I think Birdring is a better Reaper, but like BQB is easily worse on all the other hit scans by
Like-
a decent amount. I'd argue, especially on Tracer.
I would like to argue this a lot because BQB has not played any other hit scan that is not just Ashe and
And that's
Reaper
cap.
and Sombra.
That's like literally wrong. He also played a decent amount of McCree in the early weeks, and he also played Widow.
Yeah, he did play Widow. Yeah.
Like he has a
we
solid
don't talk
amount
about
of.
that Widow gameplay, right? We don't talk about it.
His Widow is good, but like it's not Birdring good.
You know what?
Yeah.
He wins on this one. I'm not gonna argue it.
Alright.
You know,
I just think
I love
Carpe's better.
I love the evidence that you use of comparing Birdring to Carpe because it is true. Carpe is dog shit, and he is actually one of the
Oh
most
my God.
overrated fucking.
Are you serious?
There I disagree because I think Carpe is my pick for third best or second best hit scan actually.
All right.
I just
Listen with me. All right, listen with me. I'm trying to fucking fill pain. All right.
Oh,
What
okay.
about Eggsy? What like I think maybe Eggsy has some pretty good mechanical aim.
Exi likes a Tracer, Exi likes a Sombra, Exi likes a Reaper, Exi likes a fucking Ashe compared to Birdring, and he's also arguably only better on Kree and Widow.
All right.
I
So-
haven't,
Your turn.
I haven't heard about Decay. What about Decay?
Here's the thing with Decay. Decay Sombra, in my opinion, isn't good either. He also lacks a Reaper. And like people say Reaper's just a meme hero and shit, but like Reaper gets played quite a lot. Like he has a decent amount, or not quite a lot, but like he has a decent amount of playtime in Overwatch League. And I also think DK's Ashe is not top tier. And Birdring's Ashe is arguably the best or the second best Ashe in Overwatch League. And like if it's an Ashe meta, Birdring just blows his ass out, and on the other hit scans, Birdring can easily keep up. I also think Birdring has the better flex DPS partner as of now, but that's not really relevant to be honest.
All right. I have a
So I don't
question.
know why I
If
brought that up.
Ons was still in the league, would we say that Ons is better than Birdring?
Ons does not reach top 5 hit scans.
Arns is not the top 5 hit scan. Arns is like the best Widow on his peaks, but he plays like a ladder player, and he benefited a lot from his team supporting him that well. And I think if we like take Birdring out of Glads and put Arns in, Arns would look mid-table because he plays stupid and he had no supporting cast whatsoever. Like you need to consider Birdring deadlifted Glads. Like all the Glads wins are literally on the back of Birdring and Kevstar. And Birdring never really lost the hit scan duel while having no tank line and no backline whatsoever. So he had to take way smarter angles, etc., etc. Yeah. While Arns had the best team in the league and still was worse, arguably, off Widow.
I don't disagree. And before anyone sees the video and gets tilted, I think anyone who tries to rank specialists in the top 5 for hit scan role are dipshits. I think Ons, Striker, like any of those types of players cannot be considered a top 5 hit scan
What
if
about
you're only looking
Yaki?
at 2 heroes.
That's
Who?
I feel like that's
What
common
about
sense.
Yaki? Put him in there. Come on, put his.
Hey,
name
Yaki
up.
plays
Yaki.
one.
Yaki.
What the
Cave
fuck are you
Victor,
on?
Cave Victor. Honestly, fucking get him out. Get him out of here.
Max DPS. What?
Why do you pick up
I'm joking.
Yaki up BQB?
Top 5 hit scan or top 3 hit scan at a minimum in any order, I don't care, is Decay, Birdring, Carpe, and if you try to argue against it, then you're not even
I I
is.
think you're wrong. I think
Ruffles.
Chips was actually above all of them.
I think
Yeah, true.
Carpe's alright. Carpe's alright. I mean,
No, people hate on Carpe because he's never won anything.
What about
But
Mitsu?
if Fleta wasn't on Dragons this year, Fleta would be in the exact same position as Carpe, where he's never won anything, and Fleta would not be getting the same fucking hate. So,
Another thing,
and Carpe has never once been the worst player on his team. He's never once been the weak link. He's never once been the reason why they lost. But people always fault him because it's funny to laugh at the hit scan.
Another problem with Carp is like why he's getting like underrated in my opinion is that people set unrealistic standards for Carp. Like if he doesn't fucking perform like the best DPS in Overwatch at all times, he gets like laughed at, which is kind of stupid because people hype up Prophet when Prophet is shit in regular season, and Carpi always delivers. But it is what it is. I guess Carp is not really the topic right now.
I mean,
Take Profit's dog shit.
You know what? I'll change my opinion. I agree. Carpe is a really good DPS because his team is really shitty. It's the Philadelphia Fusion. They've always been able to make it to the top, but always choke last minute. I just believe, their coaching staff, hasn't been able to push into their full potential, and Carpe just needs to get out of Philly.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. I should have done that. Oh, no.
You know what? We'll cut it out.
Keep it in.
Deep breaths. All right.
Listen, Payne. I'm sorry. Your team. How many times have your team made it to, like very far? A lot. How many times have they won? 0. You know who has one?
Let's just calm this down here. All right. Let's just wait for the next person to have this discussion.
But basically, no one disagrees with my take. I see. I won.
You make a really good argument. NTV, I'm not gonna.
Nope, it's because I agreed and they're afraid to disagree with me.
It's pretty solid. You covered all your bases, BQB, Carpe, Decay, all of them, and you gave reasonable arguments for all of them. Honestly, it's hard to find a flaw in your argument. So,
dude, stop feeding his ego. Gross.
A good take. I would think a majority of people say would be hot because
the majority of people are stupid.
They think of not overall.
Yeah, but like majority of people also expected Sado to be bad in season 3, so I'm not surprised that it's considered the hot take.
Exactly. These guys know how to rub me the right way.
Who's serving
Man, I wonder who did that. G Willikers. What happened there?
You ugly dog.
All right.
No.
All right, finish it off.
All right.
You're the last person in here.
Thank you, NTV. That was wow. That's a fantastic example of how someone should have a take.
Of course, I'm the prime example because I'm the best.
Dude, get him out!
Get him out of here!
Okay.
We're not feeding his ego.
Okay.
That's not what the Hot Takes podcast do. We break hearts.
Oh my. Okay. You feed him a compliment and he fucking wants the entire thing.
Yeah, you give him some milk and he wants the whole cookie.
All right.
Why?
Our last person is going to be Money Folder.
I can't wait for this one.
What does it take?
Twitch.
No, just react blindly.
Twitch.tv/moneyfolder. And also twitter.com/money_folder.
AKA the money fondler.
And he's gonna.
I'm talking grand final. Yeah, he won in stage 1, and he was. It's not like he carried. It's not like he outperformed on stage 1 when he had Fury, Birdring. Like that team was good. It was just straight up good.
Outlaws were in the playoffs in stage 1, bro. Like,
you know what? That's a huge fucking point.
Like, what does that even mean?
The Jake grab.
Like what, bro? I saw the Mumo was in playoffs. Like it doesn't. Stage 1 doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was back when Outlaws always beat the Spitfire.
Oh, fucking God.
I don't know. Now that it's being mentioned, like the whole profit and playoffs thing, that narrative needs to go somewhere.
I think there's a lot of
No, but as soon as this is posted online, you're getting hard flamed for that.
Why?
Like,
Why would
Let's
you get
be
one
honest.
for facts? Like, it's fucking true.
Yeah, and think about who watches Overwatch League,
No,
including you all, the dumbest fucks on the fucking planets. So obviously he's gonna get flamed for being right.
Okay, here's the thing.
Wait, if anyone
I
can
at
give me
least
a
can learn.
counterpoint, if you can point out how I'm wrong, I'll just admit I'm wrong. But like,
No,
if you
because
can
the
point out to
arguments
me-
will always be, oh, he steps up harder in the playoffs. So no matter what you say, they'll ignore what you say. They'll go, but he does get it. He carried his team to the grand finals. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he's not even the best player on his team. It doesn't matter that he's only won it once. It doesn't matter that he's a 3 trick and he can't play anything off those heroes. It doesn't matter because he made grand finals and he kicked off into playoff mode.
That's the problem. The whole he pops off in playoffs thing isn't even like a real like thing.
I know, but it's people who don't watch games and then they make narrative that they want to be true.
Like, let's
so
be
then they
honest
just
here.
assume that it is.
He did good. He stage 1. It's like I already pointed out. Houston was in fucking playoffs. The finals in season 1 were also like, yeah, he popped off. But let's just be honest. NYXL should have been the ones to win that year. That was kind of a fluke of a season. I'll be honest with you. I'll give him
Mouse
credit.
ring.
Fuck it. I'll give it
fraud
to him.
it.
And then it's like, what other playoffs this guy popped off? Are we counting what just happened last year? Because I'll be honest, his Echo was all right, but like people are like, I think people hard overrate him when it comes to the whole playoffs thing.
Well, yeah, they do because people are just like that. They like a player and then like they do amazing and then they get overrated. Like it's just.
I just hope one day someone comes in here with a take that supports profits, because that will be the day that I take a dump on the internets.
Oh, thank God! I got to kill 2 birds with one stone: the snatcher and profit bag. Thank God.
Any fans that hear that, please take that as an invitation
challenge
to come in.
This is a challenge. The series ends until we find someone that can prove that profit is really fucking good.
I guess the series is never ending.
That's what it's, exactly.
We're gonna be here for a while.
All
right. Money Folder, that was a pretty hot take, but you had some good proof there, so I can't really deny it. Thank you for coming in and giving your take, man.
Yeah, but
No
Victor, shut up,
problem,
you're the idiot here.
I guess
All right, no
still
problem, man.
at this point.
All right. Now what? What do we?
All right. On that note, I want to thank everyone for watching this long. It's been a long podcast, a very arguable podcast. Join us next time for our next podcast on hot takes. If you have a hot take, go ahead and sign up, and you guys can come on here and tell us your hot take, and we'll shit on you for it.
In the next
or if you
episode,
want to check out our new
next episode,
rookie review
Pino
that's
will
coming
fight.
out soon on either Shy or Aztec. We'll figure it out.
don't we have
Thank
that
you so
already
much
set
for
up?
watching. I've been Payne, Saint, Sora, and Victor, and we'll see you guys next time.
Cool.
Bye.